DePauw University alumni take pride in hearing their school called the Harvard of the Midwest. Soon, the Harvard influence might really be felt. 24-Hour News 8's education reporter Leslie Olsen introduces us to DePauw's newly named president, Harvard Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Brian Casey.
I actually think this is one of the best stories in American higher education right before you.
Harvard Dean Brian Casey says he looks forward to returning to Indiana. In 1985, he earned his undergraduate degree from Notre Dame. After practicing law on Wall Street, he says he found his real fit in academia. Casey succeeds Robert Bottoms, who in 22 years of leadership is credited with tremendous fundraising that brought huge physical growth to the 171-year-old Greencastle campus. The incoming president says one of his goals will be to increase student and faculty diversity.
You want socioeconomic diversity, you want racial diversity, you want a diversity of opinion, you want DePauw to be a place that is vibrant with people coming from different perspectives.
I really hope that there will be more international students on campus.
I am a member of the Committee for Latino Concerns on campus. So we don't have a lot of Latinos, which I would actually be glad to have more of them on campus. So I'm excited.
We hope he sticks up for the Greek system and maintains it and has an emphasis on it.
DePauw has an enviable teacher-student ratio, 1 professor for every 10 students. On the faculty wish list is more time for research, which would mean less time in the classroom.
We need time to do the research, to write the research, to share it in the professional community. That relates directly to what goes on in our classes.
I want to have faculty over for dinner all the time.
President Casey isn't ready to make promises to anyone yet, but he says he's eager to listen to everyone.
I'm chomping at the bit to do a lot of things, but I think my first obligation is to really get to know this community and get to know the students.
In Greencastle, Leslie Olsen, 24-Hour News 8.
Dr. Casey will finish the academic year at Harvard before coming to DePauw in early July.
And DePauw University's first new president in 22 years says he wants to diversify the student body and the faculty in Greencastle. Brian Casey plans to tell the story of DePauw all around the world.
There's a jewel of a liberal arts college in the middle of your state. And I want people around the country, when they're thinking about higher education, when they're thinking about where they want to go to school, when young scholars are thinking about where they want to do their work, I want them to be thinking about DePauw.
DePauw hired the 44-year-old Notre Dame grad from Harvard, where he was an associate dean. Casey takes over for Robert Bottoms, the longest-serving president in DePauw history.